Hello viewers, my name is Maganga. Welcome back to the channel of the Revolutionary Socialist League. Today we shall be discussing socialism, the basics and brief introduction about what it is and what it entails. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Socialism is a social, economic and political system in which the majority of the people are in control of the means of production. This means that the majority of the people actually get to participate in the process of production and they get to enjoy the products of what is produced. Under socialism, people have access to quality healthcare, people have access to quality education, to decent housing, to adequate food, to transport and communication services. People basically live a dignified life. That is what socialism is all about. People get access to the necessities of life. People actually get to live as human beings. And people actually get to live in solidarity and without any form of individualism. Socialism is needed in Kenya, in Africa, in the world. When we take the example of Kenya, there is no way we can solve the problems of unemployment, the problems of indecent housing, the problems of inaccessibility, of quality healthcare and education within any other system. In Kenya currently, the unemployment rate stands at over 40%. 740,000 Kenyans lost their jobs over the past year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. In other parts of the world, the situation is similar. Why do people lose jobs? Why is there unemployment? The reason there is unemployment is because people are being alienated from the process of producing their means of livelihood. This cannot be solved under the current capitalist system because under capitalism, unemployment is there to create a pool of labor. We have so many people unemployed, and people need to understand that the root cause of this problem is this system that is in place right now. When we look at the healthcare system in Kenya, it is inaccessible to majority of the people. Majority of the people cannot afford quality healthcare. In education, it's the same thing. There is a massive gap between the rich and the poor. And inequality has been increasing over the past few years, and it has even gotten worse during this pandemic. How do we solve these problems? How do we make sure that people actually get to participate in the process of producing wealth? In short, how do they get jobs? And how do we make sure that people actually live decently? And by living decently, we mean how do we make sure they have quality healthcare, they have quality and decent housing, they have quality education, and all other basics that are needed to live in dignity. How do we make sure that happens? It is only through socialism. Socialism is the answer. The reason I say so, and the reason this is so, is because capitalism clearly is obsolete. Because of capitalism, human beings, and not just human beings, but the entire planet is at the risk of extinction. All species in the planet, you see. Because of capitalism, our environment has been really destroyed to the extent that life itself is under threat. Because of capitalism, human beings have been made to lose their humanity. Human beings have been alienated from their very essence as a species. Because of capitalism, human beings cannot access even the basic resources that are required for them to live a dignified life and for them to simply exist as human beings. Because of capitalism, we are constantly under the threat of war. You see, we have people who have within their arsenals weapons capable of destroying humanity, and these are people who would do absolutely anything for profit. So really, we're living under very, very perilous times, and it is because we have a system which prioritizes profit over human beings. And because of that, it is necessary to have a new system, and this is why we say that socialism is indeed the answer, because now we are reconciling human beings with their essence, and we are reconciling human beings with nature. What is needed is for people to be proactive. People need to challenge this system. People need to recognize that we are doing so in the interests not only of this generation but also of future generations. People need to form organizations or join organizations. People need to organize campaigns. People need to come together, build solidarity, reach out to each other, educate each other politically so that they can understand what this system is and what needs to be done to change this system. We need to organize and we need to come together so that we can secure our future. Thank you very much for being with us today. Feel free to share your comments and reviews on the same, and let's interact more. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel on the description below. Follow us on our social media platforms: Facebook, Revolutionary Socialist League, Twitter at RSL Africa. Feel free to interact with our website at rslafrica.org. Let us keep interacting. See you next time.